Hey folks, good morning. Should I say we're back? You know I love to do that. It's Monday morning, 8 a.m. on the East Coast. We're in Ellijay, Georgia. It's already 65 degrees. What a beautiful Saturday and Sunday. What a beautiful day to sit on the porch and look out through the valley and just realize what a great God's country, right? You always say this is God's country. They don't say that in New York City, do they? While they're walking that pavement, they don't look out there on the terrace and say this is God's country. But we do in North Georgia on Saturday and Sunday when it's beautiful like it. All right, so 8:01. Let's move along. Got a lot to do. We got to get serious. We're back. I like to say we're back because every day. I can't wait to get here on Monday. I know. I see all the posts. Monday, go away. Oh, it's Monday. Monday, Monday. Rainy days and Mondays, right? Not me, folks. Ready to go. Recharged, energized, and headed in the right direction. That's conservative. Okay. Enough is enough. Josh, show them how to get in touch with the show if they have any questions, concerns, text messages, there you go, emails, and the social media way. Couple big things happen, and we'll talk about it more in the 9 o'clock hour as we close out today. But we have someone new on our instant replay. Lauren Hunter, you're going to want to stay for instant replay, North Georgia's only live 10 a.m. Monday morning sports show, instant replay with Lauren Hunter and Dave Garner. We'll talk about that. And at 9 o'clock, you want to stay put. The Georgia GOP chairman, David Shafer. Let's put Dave. There you go. He is now the chairman of the Georgia GOP. He came out victorious Saturday. David Shafer. He got 883 votes, 59% on the first ballot. A lot of friends I was communicating with down there in Savannah. I was communicating with. Some were predicting second ballot, but no. David Shafer, 883 votes, 59% of the vote on the first ballot. Now the second closest. Now, Bruce Alvarado, he got 13%, but Scott Johnson. Now, Scott Johnson was endorsed by Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, was a big write-up he did there. And Scott Johnson got 416. Now, Josh, you're very good at math. I know you are. You're one of those, 5-level college algebra guys. Now, so this one should not throw you, okay? Scott Johnson, now write this down. I can't see the reflection glass. I just know he's in there, and he hides behind this big screen. It's like, the guy from Oz. All right, so Scott Johnson got 416 votes. All right, there's your number. Your second number is sources are telling me he spent upwards of 200. Well, not he. I don't want to quote that. That there was upwards of $200,000 spent on his campaign to become the next chairman of the Georgia GOP. Why would anybody want to spend that kind of money? What did they want to do? So whenever you can tell me how much he spent per vote, I would like to know. So that's at 9. You got that already? Oh, what is that? $481 per vote. $481 if the 200,000 is correct. And I think it is. Good source. I had a good source on that one. I'm not like the New York Times. We got a good source on that one. Close to 200 grand. Wow. 481 bucks. 481 per vote if it was 200,000. But again, David Shafer, the GOP chair. Now here's what we're going to ask him, okay? Forget it. Savannah's over. It's done, finished, in the books. This is the Georgia GOP chairman, and we're going to talk about 2020 holding the majorities in the Georgia State House. Okay? Will that be difficult? Will the fetal heartbeat bill cause some Heartburn for some Republicans campaigning? We'll see. In what now is considered Gwinnett, some call a blue county, purple, changing. We'll see. We'll also talk about, we've got a 6th district where Karen Handel held it for a couple months, and Lucy McBath, is that her name, is now the congressman of the 6th district. What would it take to get that district back into Republican hands to Washington, D.C., to help take back the majority? Is it Rob Woodall? I think it is Rob Woodall, a 5-term, I'm just talking, all right, 5-term congressman in the 7th district is retiring. That's a tough district. He only won, off the top of my head, he only won by like, what, 416 votes or something? Not a lot of votes last time did he win by. Will we be able to keep the 7th district? And is the Georgia GOP in good shape? Are they ready for the ground game that Democrats are going to bring? Those are the questions we'll have for Mr. Shafer. Okay, let's move along. Now, this is a segment I want to do, Josh, okay? So, now, this is something yeah, stop recording, because this is something, I mean, that first opening, you could put that out as an intro to David Shafer, because there's a lot of good information in that. But this one right here, yeah, I want to stop the recording because I want to start something new. All right, so if today's the 20th, where's my 20th? There it is. Okay, so let's say this. I understand the town hall last night. We will get there. I understand Trump's interview. We will get there. I understand there's a guy in the Republican Party that says Trump committed acts of treason. We will get there. I understand that Trump says, you know, Iran will be wiped off the face of the earth. We will get there. I understand Joe Biden launched his campaign for the 9th time in Philadelphia. We will get there. And the town hall last night, we will get there. And even have Mitt Romney news, we will get there. But first, let's start with number 16. Because this one puts Democrats in a bad box this morning. This will not be the lead story. 36. 36. I'm so sorry about that. Let's go with number 36, okay? This puts Democrats in a really bad box this morning, okay? Now, the reason we start with this, and I understand somebody goes and faxes, they got all the numbers to the newsrooms of the talking points. Would you not like to intercept that and go in and actually fax talking points to Allison Camerata and some of these whack jobs in the morning on these morning shows, and they just read them on the teleprompter and don't realize what they've done? But 85 different people this morning on different networks at different times are going to read the same stories. Now, this guy here goes to Morehouse College, so let's set that out as Morehouse College. Josh, if you hear anything that's incorrect, please stop and tell me. So Morehouse College 1 is in Atlanta, that's correct, right? And Morehouse College is, I don't know if they say that, but it's a African-American college where you'll find the majority of the students are black and from here, not from Africa. So anyhow, so this guy stands up, gives the commencement speech, and says, we're going to put a little fuel in your tank. I'm going to pay for your college. $40 million grant to pay off the student loans of the graduates at Morehouse College in 2019. Whoa. Now, there's a lot of things around this. Number one, he's black at an all-black school. What if a white guy like Donald Trump went to an all-white school and said, I'm a multimillionaire, I'm going to pay off your student loans. What would that be this morning? Frame that in that box. That's number one. He's black at an all-black school. He's not the government. This is a private citizen. This is a private citizen that has made his fortune. Now, Wikipedia has it at 4.4. Some have it at $5 billion. $5 billion. He's made his fortune, okay, in the private sector. Now, what I can read, I wanted to find out who is this guy, so I started reading who this guy is. What I can read is he did not make his fortune working for the government. Did not. He did not make his fortune in affirmative action. I'm just saying. He does not look to be one that made his fortune because he was chosen because of a minority to be in a certain program. I don't know. So he's not the government, and he's paying off student loans. How dare him? Why, you have 22 or 23 Democrat candidates that want to give health care to everybody, want to give a job to everybody, want to give parity in pay to everybody, and want to pay off the huge college loan debt in America. Now, last night, we won't go there yet, a smiling Chris Wallace that was enjoying Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Pete from South Bend, Indiana, the town hall, the question of college debt came up. And Mayor Pete did not say, you know what, if we can get more guys like this right here, and we'll go into detail in a minute. Smith there, right? If we could get more guys like this here to pay off college debt. You see, the other thing, and we want to go all the way around this for a reason. The other thing is, the government didn't take it from him. The government wants to take it from you. He gave it. Let's look at a couple other things that just don't add up, and I don't know why the media is not looking at this, okay? Robert F. Smith is an investor. Robert Frederick Smith is an American businessman. I started reading, I said last night, I started reading different articles. And I said, okay, well, let's look over here. He's a businessman. 1962, he's an investor, a former chemical engineer and investment banker. He is the founder and chairman and CEO of a private equity firm, Vista Equity Partners. Wait a minute, Elizabeth Warren, he's a billionaire. Private equity firm, a Wall Street type. Now, what I really like is in 2018, now not this part here, but in 2018, Smith was ranked by Forbes as the 163rd richest person in America. 408 on Forbes' 2018 list of world billionaires, a worth of $4.4 billion. All right? In 2017, Smith was named by Forbes as one of the 100 greatest living business minds. Wow! And he is black. Oh my God. You can do this. You can get off the plantation. You can get away from a message that wants to keep you in a box. You can do that. Well, wait a minute. Now this is where it starts going where it's wrong. And, you know, you got to look at the other side of this guy because in 2018, cover story, Forbes declared Smith the wealthiest African-American surpassing Oprah Winfrey. Now, here's where you got to start breaking this guy down. Robert S. Smith was born fourth generation Coloradoan to Dr. William Smith and Dr. Sylvia Smith, who were both school teachers with PhDs. That's where. You see, he did not come from the hood. See, it's eighth generation, he said. All right? So you got to go back several generations and watch to see where this guy comes. But he grew up in a predominantly African-American middle-class neighborhood in Denver. He attended Carson Elementary School, high school in Denver. When he was an infant, his mother carried him to the March on Washington, where Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King delivered I Have a Dream speech. So wait a minute, he was born into a family unit. Because trust me, folks, they want rid of the family unit. Oh yeah, don't think for 1 minute they don't want rid of the family. So he was born into a family unit with 2 PhDs, okay, that taught him hard work. Mom took him to Dr. Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech when he was born as an infant, okay? So obviously he was taught that he just wanted the same books in the classroom as the white kids. He just wanted the same opportunity. He would do the rest with it, okay? So this is, earlier when I said this is one of my favorite parts, when he was in high school, he applied for an internship at Bell Laboratories, but he was told the program was intended for college students. Smith persisted, calling every day. When a student from MIT did not show up, he got the position, and that summer he developed a reliability test for semiconductors. His career, and we'll get into this a little more, but I'm gonna walk away from this in a minute and just go into. After working for Air Products and Chemical, Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, he later at Kraft General Foods as a chemical engineer, where he earned 2 United States and European patents. He attended Columbia Business School. Are you hearing him? Are you hearing where he worked for the government? Are you hearing where he got so many things handed to him by the government? Or did you hear persistence every day because he wanted to do something? United States 2 patents. He attended Columbia Business School. Smith earned an MBA with honors specializing in finance and marketing. He joined Goldman Sachs. Oh no. He comes from Goldman. When will the Democrats come out and attack this guy? When will they come out and totally attack this guy for what he's done? Because he should be, according to Democrat standards, this man should be thoroughly attacked for A, paying off student loans, not letting the government take it from him, taking it away, making money on his own, being labeled one of the greatest business minds. Goldman's, I mean, when will the attack start on this man? All right, going to an all-black school. I mean, I wonder how many white kids got their tuition. Now, I'm not knocking this guy. I just wonder how many white guys. What if you would have replaced this with a predominantly all-white school, or is all-white school with a white billionaire? Try to figure that out. Okay. In technology investment banking, first in New York City and Silicon Valley, he advised on over $50 billion in merger and acquisitions, actively with companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Texas Instruments, eBay, and Yahoo. All right. He launched Vista Equity Partners. We can go into that. And then let's see, personal life. his personal life. Smith married Hope Dworsky, a former Playboy playmate. Well, whoa, wait a minute. Healthy Living advocate and fashion editor on July 25th, 2015, Smith was separated from his first wife, Suzanne McFadden Smith, in 2010. His divorce was finalized in 2014. He has 3 children by his first wife. But wait a minute. He left his first wife for a former Playboy playmate. Interesting. When will the left attack him? When will the media tell these kids that because this money came from Goldman Sachs, because he did not get it from the government, because he left his wife and married a Playboy bunny, former Playboy bunny, you can't take the money? It's wrong. When will the DNC come out and say, there's no lessons to be learned here? When will these candidates attack these students for taking this? Now, I have a video, and I want you to listen to it. It's about 2 minutes long. Do you have the one, Josh? Because I don't have them labeled. Do you know which one? The one out of CNN? Play that. Now, this is a student. It's just 2 minutes. This is a student that just got the money from this individual to pay off his student loans. And this guy says, look, I'm just going to fill up the gas tank. All right? The rest is up to you. Now, he's not dad or whatever, but you remember when dad filled up your gas tank and you were headed out into the world, right? Look, I'm going to meet you down at the gas station. I'm going to fill up your gas tank, maybe slide you a $100 bill, $20 bill, you know, whatever, and I'm going to give you a tank of gas to go pursue your dreams. God, I love everything about this, okay? So play this young man, he happens to be black, by the way, and his excitement, where he comes from, and what this opportunity means for him, and what he plans to do with the opportunity. Play this video.
Elijah, I love seeing your great smile tonight. What was your reaction when you first heard this announcement?
So initially, in the first few seconds of hearing it, I was stuck. Because I'm hearing him talk a lot about, you know, how his life trajectory deals with how we need to adapt and then maneuver into how we can be more successful by taking these series of steps. So when he says it, when he spoke about the loan and basically just taking care of it, I was just like, what? I think he's joking.
It didn't sink in initially?
That's exactly how it felt. I'm like, no, he's joking. Then I'm registering it again, and I'm like, he's like, this is my class 2019. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, this is it. So it made me feel good because I just thought about my mother. I'm one of 9 kids. My dad passed away when I was 7 years old. So it was just my mother raising us. And out of the 9 kids, 5 are in college. I'm one of the 5. And my littlest brother, Jeremiah Dormies, he'll be attending college next year, technically. And so once he talked about the loans, I just started thinking about my freshman year when I came in, and I was like, wow, $47,000 loan, just full loans. Yeah. And then just piled up each semester. You know, I've gotten scholarships and grants here and there, but it's just kept on piling up. 47, maybe next year when I got the scholarship, I got like 35,000, but it kept on adding up. Yeah. And you know, loans add up with interest and, you know, sub and unsubsidized. So when I heard the message, it just ringed back in my head that first feeling I had when I was like, wow. Yeah. It's either an investment in my future or just no investment at all. So to hear that it will be taken care of, it's just like now I can pay it literally forward. And the ideal thing that I want to do is help my mom out because she's worked tirelessly. Everyone in my life has helped me greatly, but my mother has worked tirelessly to encourage, develop, motivate, and just build me in a way that no one could break me. That comes with a series of struggles, that comes with a series of understanding that, hey, it may not work out for you right now, but just give it time, strength, and understanding you will gain and get to where you need to go. And so moving forward, it means that I can help her.
Did you hear this young man say that he had gotten to this point in life and thank Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. Did you hear that? Did you hear that this young man say that through the government programs that he has lived through and his life, that he could say that he's prepared now to move forward? Did you hear that anywhere with this young man? Did you hear him say pay it forward? Give me number 24. Did you hear him say pay it forward? That he can now pay it forward? Did you hear how he wants to help his mother? Go to number 29. These are the graduates, okay? Guess what? You see all these graduates now. I don't know unless Josh, if you could Google it really quick, because I want to get off. I got to get off this story. We got so much to do today. I don't know how many graduated this past weekend from Morehouse College. But did Robert F. Smith move several of these young people off the plantation? Now, I know you're going to say, well, I know there's some out there saying, yeah, but these kids are now, they've been given something. Well, put gas in the tank. Yeah. 396 graduates at Morehouse College. He put gas in their tank. I got it. You got 396 young African-American black students that are now ready to go out and take on the world? You got a percentage that are going to give back, pay it forward? Now see, Smith didn't just get up there and say, Oprah Winfrey, remember he's now richer than Oprah Winfrey. He didn't get up there and say, all right, everybody, reach under your seat and pull out that envelope with a check to pay off your... He didn't do that. He discussed and encouraged and gave a commencement speech saying, adapt to your situation and how to be successful. I mean, he actually gave a very strong, good commencement speech, did not tell them that, to rush out and look for the first government job. And he's self-made. Now, if there's something out there I don't know, but this guy worked hard, called Bell Laboratories in high school every day, insisting that he wanted the position as the intern. If you want something, go get it. Can't say enough. When are Democrats going to come out against this? Because this guy is everything they despise. He's $4.4 billion. Goldman Sachs, private equity, Vista Equity Partners, okay? Smith founded private equity partners. Vista Equity Partners, a private equity venture capital firm of which he is principal founder in 2019. It has $46 billion in cumulative capital commitments. All right, over 50 software companies and has 60,000 employees worldwide. Everything about this is wrong, according to Democrat candidates. I am telling you today, I don't know where this man stands. He could be Barack Obama's best friend. He could be the Oprah Winfrey. He could be the biggest Democrat. But let me tell you something. Everything about this guy is totally against the Democrat candidates and the welfare state that they would love to have created. See, there's 396 less students out there that are black that Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, any one of them could get on the stage and say, we got to pay off your student loans. We have to take it, Elizabeth Warren, from these rich billionaires that pay off your loans. Going to pay it forward. They may be off the reservation. They may just be want to be entrepreneurs like Smith. I'm out of that. Hey, everything about this is against the Democrat playbook, and I am waiting for them to come out and attack this guy or make a statement not to take the money because it came from Wall Street. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch. Like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kemp is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Top of the hour, Georgia GOP Chairman David Shafer will be joining us. For right now, this is a new segment. Josh, let's go to number 34. Okay. Now, this is something I don't understand. Are you shocked by something I don't understand? Oh, first of all, let's let people know social media, phone number, email address, social media. Try that, throw that up real quick, and then come back to that picture. There you go, folks. All right, I don't understand this. Kamala Harris to unveil equal pay plan. Now, okay, she is in. I'm trying to find the other picture. Let's go with number 6. So Kamala Harris rallies 4,500 in Los Angeles. Now, one thing you're not doing, we're going to talk about the equal pay plan. You're not seeing any highlights from the deep state media concerning rally size, crowd size at these Democrat events, because there is none. Now remember, 4,500 in Los Angeles for Kamala Harris, that is a phony African-American woman, she's not. In LA, where probably out of 4,500, what would you say, 4,000 are illegals, because she's going to give them health care for illegals, college for illegals, citizenship. So probably 4,000 out of the 4,500 are illegal. That's number two. And Trump could go to bum Egypt and get 10,000. Now, 4,500 in Los Angeles. Okay. Do you see how excited MSNBC is to put up the crowd size here? LA? Really? Okay. Trump is going to PA tonight, Lacombe County, PA, middle of nowhere. Absolutely. He won by middle of nowhere, folks. And he's going to go to an airplane hangar and watch 15 to 20,000 people show up. And I mean, they're going to have to drive a long way. But MSNBC is excited to tell you that Kamala Harris rally in Los Angeles, of all places, with probably 4,000 illegals. They're not everywhere else. Are you noticing Biden's Saturday kickoff is not headlined with 10, 15, 20,000 enthusiastic supporters show up? But here's what I want to go with her. Let's go to her video, okay? Now, do you have hers, Josh, or do I have to pull that one up? Yeah, 10. It starts at start it, and I'll tell you when to come back to me.
But yet in America today, women for the same work, for the equal work, on average make 80 cents on the dollar. Black women make 61 cents on the dollar. Latinas make 53 cents on the dollar. And this has got to end. And it is an outrage. So tomorrow, I am going to announce the first ever national priority on closing that pay gap and holding corporations accountable for transparency and closing that gap. And you will see the announcement tomorrow. There will be penalties if they don't.
So a couple things. We're going to hold corporations accountable, meaning we're going to take over. You're going to now have a public-private partnership in your corporations because the government's going to reach in and come, not that they don't already, but that could be like the big takeover, how much you're paying people in your corporations. Closing the pay gap. Now, I want to say something here because this is where, I don't like to get off the rails and start yelling, mind control, manipulation, and all this. But absolutely, the Democrats believe if they say it, you will believe it. If they say it, it is true. If they keep saying it, you will sooner or later understand. Now, if any of you get this, let me know. How many fingers am I holding up? 4 or 5? How many fingers am I holding up? Kamala Harris will tell you 5. How many fingers am I holding up? Right? Elizabeth Warren will tell you 5. Pete Buttigieg will tell you 5. I'm holding up 4 fingers. If you get that, let me know. Okay? The point being is if you keep saying it now, pay, closing the gap, equal work, same pay. So let's start here. If you go over to Walmart, does Walmart say All right, we're going to start you at $10 an hour. We'll just stay there. We'll start you at $10. Oh, Hispanic, $8.75. Black lady, $7.52. White male, $10.25. Really? No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't give a rat's. You meet the background check. You meet the test that they do online. And, you know, they hire you. If it's stocking shelves, it's whatever. Amazon. You go and apply. These companies do not have different standards that they set. They do not. Do you have a couple jackass managers in the world? Do you have a couple jackass corporations? Do you have a couple jackass area senior managers? Yeah, you do. You got senior managers that have 10 managers under them, and they all make them guys and play golf, right? Is that what you're trying to sell me? BS on that. That used to be. But then these corporations, which they've always said to these senior managers, we want to make money. We have to have productivity. We have to have accuracy. We have to have information. And these managers said, I will probably have to hire women in certain positions, or many of these positions, senior positions, because the corporation is demanding a return on their investment. Look at the statistics out there of the women now in senior management positions that have never been in them before. Look at the positions where women have been named CEOs, senior partners, senior managers, all across this country. Is it a perfect world? No. But it is much better, and we are doing much better, okay? Look at where the majority of new employment has gone. Women. Women have enjoyed this economy, according to statistics, at a higher rate than men, especially white men. And that is serious. And good for them. I don't care. Good. But let it continue. Let the economy. You see what happens when you have a good economy? And you have 3.2% unemployment? What happens when you have 3.2% unemployment? It allows the private sector to grow at a rate with productive people regardless of their race, ethnic background whatsoever. Did you hear that? The result of a 3.2 unemployment allows the private sector to grow and people to achieve regardless of who they are, because the need is greater than the narrow thinking of, is it a woman, is it a man, is it black, is it white? No, the right person for the job. And women are excelling, Latino, Hispanic, whatever the hell they are. They're excelling in this economy. Black males, black women. But no, she's going to tell you that she's going to fix it. What is she going to fix? The best way to fix the problems that you claim exist is the economy. And Trump has it going. Now, let me just say something. I don't understand this. Same work for equal pay. I don't personally know of any corporation whatsoever, okay, that does that. I don't know that. Maybe you do and been a part of it. The two corporations that I was a part of for a long time that were pretty decent sized corporations, we had company handbooks. We had rules. We had an HR department, okay? You know? And I was never, as a senior manager for both of these companies, that one company in North Carolina, I had 60 employees. And when I moved to Atlanta, this company here, close to 50. employees that I was responsible for on a daily basis. We had different positions: truck drivers, dispatchers, inside sales, outside sales. And no time in the handbook said that our outside salespeople had to be male. At no time in the handbook was I ever told the inside salespeople had to be male. At no time was I ever told in all the years I hired that you give a different bonus compensation percentage of bonus to a male and a female different. Never. I've never been told that. I did it for years, folks, and I've never been told that. Okay? And interesting enough, one corporation was in North Carolina, or is still. They were bought out, so they were in North Carolina. The other corporation in Alabama. So you would think in the Deep South for years I would have been told not to hire or hire blacks at a different rate. Bull crap. I was never told that. And second, I have always had this dumb, and I say this jokingly, dumb outlook in the world. When you interview with me, I do a couple things. I hire the best person for the job. Period. Applications, best person for the job. 2, I have proof that there's no such thing that I have ever surrounded myself with paying a woman in any position of any company I've been involved with or corporation in a different rate than a man, or not at a rate they deserve for their position of their hard work. You come in, I put a position out, you come in, I want X, 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 X. I got that ready when you come in. It doesn't matter who comes in. And I'm going to throw this out here, Josh. I probably shouldn't. You know me. I always get to that point where I probably should shut up. Okay? But, sports, for years and years and years, it's been a man's game. And I'll say it like this, game. I know that was wrong, but that was totally wrong. I don't mean a man's game. No pun on sports. But it's been, male world with all these people, right? And now a lot of women are actually sports journalists, sideline reporters, calling games. I like it. And right here at Team FYN Sports at 10 o'clock will be Lauren Hunter. Lauren Hunter is taking over, not taking over, I better be careful of Dave Garner. Dave Garner and Lauren Hunter are going to co-host Instant Replay, and she is going to be on the sidelines on Friday night, and she is out there meeting coaches and talking. Why? Why is she doing that? Because I bet you I got 24 resumes for that. She was the best for the job. I'm your host, BKP. We need to go to break because when we return, Josh, that is that seg. I quite don't understand. Kamala Harris, put her picture back up there. Kamala Harris is going to, now remember what I said on the 4,500 in Los Angeles? Probably 4,000 are illegal. She had 4,500. Now, on the other side of this break, we're going to touch on crowd size a little bit with Joe Biden's, after we talk with David Shafer, with Joe Biden's crowd size as he was having his 5th kickoff in Philadelphia Saturday. How many fingers am I holding up? 5, right? I'm your host, BKP. When we return, Georgia GOP Chairman David Shafer will be joining us. We'll ask him, hey, is the Republican Party in Georgia ready for 2020? That's simple. Right on the other side of these messages. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, My name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kemp is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Folks, we're back, and I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And we are happy to have with us, joining us now on the phone is the Georgia GOP Chairman, David Shafer. Chairman, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, and it's tremendous to be with you this morning, Brian.
Well, you know, so I know... I doubt you took yesterday off, knowing you, but we'll call this the first business day that you are the chairman of the GOP. So let's get right to work with some questions. You all right with that?
Absolutely.
All right. First and foremost, talk about, do you feel coming out of Savannah, you know, you get several candidates running, and I understand their passion for wanting to have the seat. But you won in the first ballot. Do you feel everybody's coming out of Savannah unified? Is this a party that's unified, or what's it going to take to get where you want it to be to start meeting the challenges of 2020?
Well, first we had three other great candidates who were running for state chairman. We're fortunate that we had four people who were willing to do what's essentially a volunteer job. Well, what is a volunteer job? Not essentially a volunteer job. But I think we came. You know, we won on the first ballot. We won by a super majority, and I think that we left there united. I've communicated with the other three candidates, and I think we'll be. We're ready to accomplish the mission that we've got for the 2020 elections.
I think it was 59% on the first ballot, and it's not uncommon for conventions sometime to go a second ballot, but I think that's a mandate, and hopefully, the party is united, and you're going to need that united party going into 2020. Let me ask you another thing. I mean, you just today's day one on the job, but you obviously have looked at things. How is the Republican Party? What's the shape of the party right now? In the past, I don't want to go backwards, but financially, there's lawsuits, whatever. Where is the party right now, and will it be ready to take on the challenges from financial, raising money, and going forward for 2020?
Well, we face some challenges. If you look at the last election cycle, the statewide margins narrowed to an uncomfortable level, and we lost seats in the suburbs of Atlanta in both Congress and the Georgia General Assembly. So we face some challenges. We face some financial challenges, although those have improved substantially in the last 2 years. We've got a little bit of work to do, but we also face, during the period that we have been a supermajority in Georgia, I think we've been complacent and we've neglected the Republican Party at the grassroots. We've allowed the local party organizations to weaken from neglect. And one of the things that I want to do as the party chairman is try to build those back up. But we've got plenty of time to get ready. We're hitting the ground running this morning. I've got a great executive committee. We came out of the state convention united, every one of them winning first ballot victories. We're going to pull everybody together, and we're going to do everything we can, Brian, to carry Georgia for Donald Trump and reelect David Perdue and regain our momentum in the state legislative races.
All right, you touched on a couple things I want to go with there. Now, this is not your first GOP. This is not the first time you've been the chairman of the Georgia GOP, correct?
Well, I've never been the chairman before, but at the start of my political career, I was the executive director of the state.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, executive director. So what I'm saying is I did say chairman, but this is not the first time that you've been in the Republican Party, actually on staff there as executive director. You did a lot of work in the party, but you were right there at the time when, and you put a lot into it, when Georgia went red, when Georgia was had blue majorities in under the Gold Dome, blue majorities in the congressional districts, Senate. You were right there the day, am I correct, that Georgia basically turned red and a majority went into place in Atlanta for the Republicans. Am I correct?
Well, it was the early 90s, and so it was the start of that process.
I wasn't trying to give your age away or not. Don't take that wrong.
Well, it was about a 10-year process. But when I became executive director, there were virtually no Republican elected officials, Brian. We had 0 Republican elected officials on the statewide level. We had 1 congressman out of 10, Newt Gingrich. We had 40 Republican state legislators out of a combined 236 in the House and Senate, and very few Republicans on the local level. And during the 2 election cycles that I worked there, we went from 0 statewide elected officials to a near majority being Republican. We went from 1 congressman to 8. We more than doubled our legislative seats, and we began the 10-year march that led to us in 2002 capturing the governor's mansion and then in 2004 taking a majority of the General Assembly.
Well, and what I was getting at there is exactly your answer is you watched, played a part, and worked very hard with the Republican Party to make that transition going from 1 to 8, to make that transition to where Georgia is a red state. You were there all the way through that time, and now tell me what the difference is of then and now, because there's Republicans have a challenge in Georgia of maintaining majorities, and I do not think the House in Georgia has a supermajority. They lost 11 seats, so I don't know that they have the supermajority anymore.
We've lost the supermajority in both the House and the Senate.
Right. The House and the Senate. We've lost the supermajority. I think 11 seats in the House. What does the Republican Party, and I know you don't get involved in the primaries, and we'll go through primary season, but Democrats, the state Democrat Party and nationally, they see Georgia as, to me, fertile ground is what they say. What do you do? Get that supermajority back? What's the difference in the Republican Party that you have to do to maintain being a red state right now, especially under the Gold Dome?
Well, the roles have been completely reversed, Brian. This is exactly, we're facing a situation exactly like the one that I faced, except the Republicans are in the majority and the Democrats are in the minority. And the Democrats are doing many of the things that we did on our way to a majority. For example, in the in the 80s, we lost almost all of the elections on the last day of qualifying when no Republican ran. And so in the early 90s, we made an effort to run Republicans for every seat we could. Even if we didn't think we could win the seat, we wanted to have a Republican candidate who would not embarrass us, a credible Republican candidate. You saw the Democrats using that same strategy against us in the last election cycle. They were running Democrats all over Georgia, even in places where no one thought they had a chance to win. And it helped them in two ways. It created some energy on the local level that helped Stacey Abrams, and of course it put people in place. Newt Gingrich had a saying that a rising tide lifts all ships. It had people in place that if the Democrats overperformed, they would win. They could potentially win seats that no one expected them to win. We've been on the defensive, they've been on the offensive, and we've got to go back on offense, Brian.
Well, the way you frame that, in the 90s, when the state was basically entirely a blue state, putting a Republican candidate everywhere, I couldn't agree more, because the Democrats made sure in 2016, and you know where I'm coming from, in North Georgia, I'm sitting in a county that votes 82, 86% Republican. The four counties that touch surrounding our county right here, 78, 85%. But you know what? This is the last place you would have thought this, Chairman, but Board of Education, commissioners, congressional seats, House of state reps, they put a candidate. Democrats put a candidate on the ballot. They may have only got 20% in these areas, but there were candidates on the ballot. So, I mean, you're exactly right there in recognizing that. Let me move from that for a minute. Let me change gears to recently Georgia joined many states in a new anti-abortion law in the fetal heartbeat bill, which Governor Kemp signed a couple weeks ago after 6 weeks. What say you? How does that help or hinder Republicans around the state having to campaign this fall?
The Democratic Party has become radicalized, Brian, and their position on the issue of abortion has shifted dramatically over the years. I mean, Bill Clinton, campaigned in the 90s on making abortion safe, legal, and rare. The Democrats of today are for unlimited abortion on demand, even in the final days of pregnancy, even in some cases after the baby has been born. They're completely out of step with the majority of Americans who believe that, who understand that that life begins before birth, and that the least of these include the babies in the womb, and that the government has a role in protecting them.
Okay, let's talk about the 6th district. Obviously, we got to get through primaries, and I understand the role of the Georgia Republican Party. Your focus is getting Republicans elected in the general election. So these primaries you won't be getting involved in, but the 6th district and the 7th. How do you plan as Republicans to get focused in on the 6th and 7th district? The 6th district being a Republican district that went to Lucy McBath, that's currently holding it, and the 7th district, if memory serves me right, Rod Woodall is retiring, and that's one you have to defend. Can you talk about those two districts and what you see as far as how the Republican Party can defend the 7th and take back the 6th?
So in the 2018 election, the Democrats had a presidential level turnout in the suburbs of Atlanta. Stacey Abrams got more votes in the suburbs of Atlanta than Hillary Clinton had gotten 2 years earlier. And that really is unprecedented, because you normally see a fall off in the non-presidential year. Republicans did well. Karen Handel and Rob Woodall both did well, but neither of them received, presidential level support. And so you had Karen Handel narrowly losing and Rob Woodall narrowly winning. We've got. I think part of that can be blamed on the turnout machinery of the Republican Party, which I believe has become rusty from complacency and non-use. I think if we had had a more robust turnout program in the suburbs of Atlanta, Karen Handel would still be a congresswoman, and Rob Woodall would have won by a bigger margin. That's one of the things that one of our top priorities is going to be strengthening the local party organizations in the suburbs, and making sure that we've got a full slate of credible, strong candidates running for offices up and down the ballot to create the kind of energy we need to turn out our voters and win.
I know you have said that a couple times. Can you drill down a little bit on the Republican Party and complacency? I understand where you're going with that. Can you drill down on a couple things that just actually have to be done? The Republicans have to do a better job at. What do Republicans have to do a better job at blank for the voters to come back, trust them to vote for the party, and know that this is the party that can keep Georgia economically strong and in the right direction?
Well, you really have asked a multi-part question there. I mean, I think that
I've been criticized about that. You didn't criticize, but I don't say criticize. I've been told that before. I'm going to work on that, Chairman. Okay.
Look, I think we've done a good job in the time that we've been in the majority. I think we could do a better job of communicating our accomplishments and how the people of Georgia have benefited from those accomplishments. But my real focus is going to be on building up the infrastructure of the Republican Party. We have over 20 counties in this state, Brian, that don't have local Republican parties. And most of those counties were carried by Donald Trump and Brian Kemp. So there are Republicans there. We just haven't taken the opportunity to plant county party organizations there and grow them. And I think that when we do that, you're going to see, higher levels of turnout that will help us statewide. I'll give you. Now, DeKalb County has a Republican Party in place, but let me use DeKalb County as an example of what I'm saying. And you were alluding to this earlier when you were talking about what the Democrats did in North Georgia running candidates. DeKalb County is one of the largest counties in the state, and it is overwhelmingly Democrat, but there are hundreds of thousands of Republicans who live there. And we need them to turn out and vote for Donald Trump and David Perdue. And we've got to have, even though it's a overwhelmingly Democratic area, we have got to have a strong party organization there to keep our, those who agree with us, to keep them energized and organized for the benefit of Republicans statewide.
Last two questions. I'll put it together because I doubt right now, but I don't know this 100%, that Senator David Perdue and the President of the United States will have primary challengers. But that being said, first, as Senate, how do you feel? Stacey Abrams has decided not to run. Who do you think may be challenging David Perdue, and how do you feel he is setting in the state right now as far as his reelection campaign? And then also the President of the United States. You see in numbers of how do you feel about the possibility of Trump being reelected, especially winning Georgia?
Listen, I think David Perdue has done a tremendous job representing Georgia in the United States Senate. I think he begins this campaign from a very strong position. I think we've got to have a Republican Party organization that is organized and ready to assist him. The Democrats will nominate someone. I candidly believe that Stacey Abrams was afraid to run a second time. She's enjoying the celebrity that she's obtained from losing once, and I I don't think she can. She's convinced she can maintain that level of celebrity, losing twice. I understand the mayor of Columbus is one of the Democrats who's considering running for the United States Senate. She has a mixed record there, and I'm sure that'll be fully explored if she's ultimately a candidate. But you know, recruiting the Democrats is really up to the Democratic Party chairman. I think we've got a great candidate in place, and I think I'm going to be doing everything in my power to see that he's reelected. I think the president starts in a strong position too. I think with him on the ticket, it will improve the level of turnout for us. It will. He brought out people in 2016 who had never voted in their lives and hadn't voted in years, and I think that. I think he'll be a very strong benefit to the Republican ticket from top to bottom.
Last question, we'll let you go because the Democrats are going to pour the money. You know how it works, and they think, they used to call Pennsylvania fool's gold for Republicans. I'm hopeful that Georgia is fool's gold for Democrats. But they're going to pour the money in this state, and you know it, and you know what we're up against financially. And sometimes people don't like to talk about fundraising, but the reality is you gotta have money to run elections. Are you guys starting to think about the fundraisers, what you're going to do there, and how do you plan to start that?
You know, the Democrats poured tens of millions of dollars into Georgia in the last election cycle, and they frankly outspent us, and we still won. We're going to have to step up our fundraising. I think we've become, as a state party, we've become over-reliant on large contributions from corporations and other big donors. I want to create a robust giving program for small and medium-sized donors, but I promise you, Brian, I will make sure that we are equipped with every dollar that we need to implement the plans that we have for 2020.
I want to tell you this on the record and on the air, so I say this publicly. In the past, I'm going to say 6 years, maybe even 8, but in the past 6 in those areas, I agree with you. The reliance on the big donors, yes, you have to have, but I have personally heard more people say, more people say, hey, I got something from the Republican Party. I'm not sending them that $25 right now. I'm upset with this or that. And I have to agree, the Republican Party in Georgia needs to get those $25, $50 donors. I wouldn't say back that they've totally left. So I hope you don't misunderstand where I'm going with that.
Listen, I've got a program that I think even you might join if you can. I want to create a United Republican Fund. It's going to be to join it. You've got to commit to making a small monthly contribution. The very first dollars that we receive from a donor to the United Republican Fund, we're going to send to the county Republican Party where that donor lives and put that donor on the books of the local county party organization as a dues-paying member. And whenever the state party has a major fundraiser, members of the United Republican Fund can come to that state party fundraiser for the cost of the food. So we're going to put together the same kind of package of benefits that we put together for the large donors, for the small donors, and we're going to get those small donors involved in the local party organizations.
I tell you what, I like it. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. I appreciate you very much. I wish you well. First day on the job. How's it feel?
Listen, I started with you. I'm headed to the headquarters next. Thanks so much, my friend.
Thank you there. David Shafer, Georgia GOP Chairman. He started today with us, you, the viewers up here in North Georgia, and now he's headed to the office. So we're going to take a brief break, and when we return, I think we have some other things to talk about.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business, and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kemp is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, we're back. Boy, we got a lot going on here this morning. I just wanted to, push on the chairman of the GOP here in Georgia. They got to have money, and they got to get the grassroots back involved. David Shafer, I just love the answer of how to get. I am not on this show telling you where to send your money, but I had to be honest with him, right? How does he know? These people get surrounded by people that tell them what they want to hear. And I wasn't trying to be negative. In the last couple of years, I've heard more, I really have, Republicans say, I'm not sending them my $25. They send me a letter wanting $25. Absolutely not. Shafer has a way to get the grassroots involved again in Republican Party politics, and that's important to get the grassroots back involved, or Democrats will put these candidates on the ballot. Remember, put how to get people in touch with us, okay? There you go, right there, phone number, email address, okay? Now, what I was trying to get to, remember when Pennsylvania was considered fool's gold for Republicans, and we finally struck gold. Republicans finally struck gold in Pennsylvania with Donald Trump, the Republican, Georgia is fool's gold for Democrats. We just hope they don't strike gold this election. All right, now here's something. Let's go to a news segment really quick. And I just want this out there, Josh. It might be 6-7 minutes. It's 9:35. Okay. Now, let me go to this. I got to get the Pete Buttigieg in. Wait a minute. Where is my... Okay, now I just want to say this, okay? I don't want to say both Comey. Where's it at? Stay with me, folks. Stay with me. I got it. I got it. Please stay with me. I got it right here. Okay. Now, okay, European Commission. Now I'm ready. Josh, let's start over now so I know you done started it twice. I know what you're thinking out there. Really? Okay. All right. European Commission unwittingly echoes 1984 slogan in controversial tweet. Okay. European Union, urging Europeans to get out and vote during the upcoming European parliamentary elections, which begin in a week. The Commission tweet read, "The EU is peace, the EU is freedom, the EU is solidarity, the EU is diversity, the EU is human rights, the EU's opportunities. Vote." Okay? Now, you remember that's the tweet, okay? Some observants noted the creepy tweet and the slogan it bore resembles the three slogans of the Party of the Big Brother 1984. Okay? Remember the three slogans of that party? War is peace, freedom is slavery, arrogance is strength. Okay? How many fingers am I holding up? Now the reason I say that is Joe Biden kicked off his campaign again in Philadelphia, downtown Philadelphia. Now remember, Kamala Harris had 4,500 in Los Angeles, which I predict 4,000 were illegal, okay? Period. That being said, Joe Biden's in Center City, Philadelphia. Now give me picture number 3. Okay? There's Joe. He's running up. Joe looks great. Creepy, sleepy Joe Biden. He's running up to his wife, Jill. Look at the picture very closely. Okay? Now, let's go to number 4. Biden kicks off 2020 presidential campaign in Philadelphia. Look at it very closely, okay? Right? Now, that's 3 and 4. Let's see if I have any others I want to show. Give me number 11. Okay? Just want you to see that. Now, Kamala Harris is on stage with 4,500, 4,000 illegals, my opinion, and she is going to fix the gap in wages. If you tell somebody something and you keep saying it, then obviously it has to be true, right? But she does not talk about what a good economy has done for women, Hispanics, black women in the marketplace, in the job market, that she doesn't talk about any of the positives, just what she's going to do to fix all the things that are wrong. Okay? There's some simple mind manipulation, right? Now, this scares the hell out of me, okay? Because this says, I'm going to put you all in blue shirts. I know what you think. You think I'm silly. You think I'm going down a road that, wait a minute. But Biden made sure his backdrop, and if everybody votes for me, you're going to get a blue shirt. And we're not going to be able to tell the difference of who you are. You're going to get your blue shirt. That right there, that visual. Now, let me ask you a question. And I know the heat I'm going to get for this. Go to number 1. Nobody at the Trump rally, and they won't do it in Lacoma County, Pennsylvania tonight. See, Biden's in Philly. Trump's going to be in Pennsylvania. Nobody at the Trump rally got the message of what to wear. Now, there are several that like their red hats. And the several that like their hats, Make America Great Again hats, they ordered them, paid for them. They were not given out at the door. They were not given out and said, wear these hats. So these people behind Trump are not getting the message on what to wear. And nobody's at the door giving this staged crowd behind Trump the t-shirt. This is a visual picture of the difference. If you can't take who Biden has, who Kamala Harris has as illegals, and this, let's go to number 2. Well, this happens to be a different one, and I just cannot find where they gave out the shirts, gave out the hats, and anybody got the memo. See, this is America. There's black people, there's women, there's some Latinos probably in that crowd all over the place. This is America. Free thinkers. Wear what I want to wear. I don't care how silly this sounds. You look at Kamala Harris in downtown Los Angeles with 4,500, 4,000, and listen to the message she's giving them. Then you go to number 3. Then you go to number 3. Look at that. Then you go to number 4. Everybody got the blue shirt. Everybody in the backdrop. Wonder if this is an arranged candidate. Wonder if the DNC and the arranged candidate and the deep state have their candidate. Look at that. Blue shirt. Let's go to number 2. Flip back to 4. Just saying. Now, quickly, number 5. There's Pete Buttigieg. All right. He attacked Fox News on their own network, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham, and he said, you're living on a blank page in history. We don't have time to go over everything he said, okay? And here is a smiling, go to number 9, Chris Wallace. Okay, Chris Wallace just was all over himself, gushing. Starbucks ice cream, what's your favorite? Did you watch Game of Thrones? Chris even pushed back once or twice. What a Democrat, smiling from ear to ear. Look what I'm doing on Fox News. Then you have number 10, Mr. and Mrs. Whoever they are. Buttigieg participates in Fox News town hall despite criticism from other Democrats. He went there. Okay, let me get. hold on a minute. Number 19, MSNBC again. All right. There he is, Buttigieg. And let's go to number 28. This is CNN at 4:01 a.m. right out of the box. Buttigieg reaches out to Fox viewers, slams the hosts like Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson, knowing Fox has a 20% Democrat viewership and a 15% independent viewership or whatever. And let me go to another one, 33, number 33. CNN enjoying that right there. And let me get, now, hold on, I have a picture here. I thought, Josh, there you go. Let's go back to 28. All right, the audience in New Hampshire was staged, again with Democrats, okay, staged, 1984. How many fingers am I holding up? So this is not a nonpartisan group. The questions came from professors, teachers, principals. Interesting, okay? And then they found a dishwasher. Interesting. So it was held at a high school. The audience was handpicked. They cheered on Fox News for an hour. There was awesome applause. There was no pushback on Mayor Pete, and his controversial, very controversial views on multiple things. From, he's a little communist. They're all little communists. Okay, that's all I got to say. And Wallace says, "Oh my God, a standing ovation. I think I'll stand with you." He got a standing ovation. So that being said, let me go through my other pictures, Josh, and we'll just include this in the last segment so we can go. And I know I have 2 videos I didn't get into. In fact, and you could put this in there, number 8, President Trump on Iran. I'm not somebody they want to go into war. Okay. All right. And then we have, I have the tweet here from the president. Just stay with me going through pictures. Number 20. Trump threatens official end of Iran. Official end. All right. And number 23. There was a missile launched at our embassy in I think it's Baghdad. Folks, when it comes to Iran, let's not get all worked up. All right. Let's not get all worked up when it comes to Iran. Remember. I wish the media remembered those days when Iran was yelling, "Death to America, Americans will burn, we're going to kill all the death threats the Iranians have given us." The end of Iran, if they even mess around, the media is going nuts. If they would have just reported, remember, wasn't it the day John Kerry was over there, like 2 days before or right then, and Iran was standing up yelling "Death to America," and Kerry was like, "Please, let's get this deal signed first. Don't death to America till I get this signed, please." All right. Yes, there is going to be some questions. Number 21, Biden's business dealing. Trump says ties to China should be looked at. Okay. And number 22, in an interview last night, Biden's business deals. Trump says ties to China should be investigated. And let me see what else I have here, because I do have number 31, Eric Holder, Representative Amash, Trump engaged in impeachment conduct. We had talked about Eric Holder has come out and made comments. Number 32, Attorney General Barr has deliberately misrepresented the Mueller report. He has stated examinations of the conduct of Intel FBI personnel without a predicate for political reasons. He is protecting the president. He does not stand for the good people he leads. He is not fit to run the Department of Justice. I should have put more time into that today, folks, and I did not. They are a nervous wreck. I wanted to go over, if you get a chance, what you need to do. I'm really encouraging you. Watch Attorney General William Barr's 15-minute interview with Bill Hemmer on Fox News last Friday morning. I should be covering that today, but I don't have a run out of time. We will talk about it tomorrow. And just think how well the president would be doing with some of these foreign countries if he did not have a group of people out in front of him saying, just wait him out. Just wait him out is all you got to do. No wonder, huh? Hey, stick with the president. You'll be okay. It's a great Monday. And I'm your host, BKP. I'll be right back. Don't leave. Instant replay. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Instant replay with Lauren Hunter and Dave Garner coming up in 9 minutes. Okay? I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.